Hey everybody, Danitza here with Homeschooling Mama. How is everybody doing tonight? I'm doing pretty good. I know it's been a while since I've posted a video. I've got to get better at posting more often. But despite this quarantine and everything else that's been going on in the world, it's just been super duper busy. As you guys know, I own a tax business, so I have been busy doing Zoom meetings, doing taxes remotely, ever since the quarantine began. So tax season is still not quite over. The tax deadline is July 15th, but then as you know, you still have that other extension of October 15th. So once October 15th comes and gone, as long as no one else has any extensions outstanding, then I will finally be done with tax season until December. And well, no, actually until November, because that's when I have to take my licensing, my certificate classes again. So it's just been crazy. I hope it's been good for you. I hope you and your family are fine. Your kids, how did your 2019-2020 school year go? As you know, we do year-round school. So our 2019-2020 school year ended the last day of May. So now the kids, they have all of June off, and then we go back to school, homeschool, after the 4th of July. So they have like the full month off, and then they have another week off for July, because to me it doesn't make any sense to have them go back to school right before a holiday and then, you know, get out of that mode and then back in again. I remember when I was in public school, it was kind of frustrating. And so, you know, homeschooling, we get to do our own thing. So this video is going to be an unboxing. I did open the boxes already, but I have not gone through them, I promise. I just didn't want you guys seeing me struggle with like the massive amount of tape that's on the boxes. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee, and follow along with me while I do an unboxing of the Good and the Beautiful. So as you guys know, I have been using the Good and the Beautiful for actually the last year. We started using it last year and we absolutely loved it. My third grader, who's now going to be in 4th grade, she completed level 2, because they don't go by like public school grade levels. So level 2 was like 3rd grade level. And so this year I'm having her do level 3, which is like advanced 3rd grade, beginning 4th grade. So it's a very good course. It is Christian, so if you're not of the Christian faith, then the curriculum definitely may not be for you, but it's actually very good. It's very sound and solid. I would say that you could skip over the religious parts, but you really can't, because it's all pretty much integrated. So we did the ELA for, like I said, my 3rd grader, and then my oldest daughter, who at that time was in 8th grade. She'll be starting high school in July. It's so sad. But she's also going to be doing the Good and the Beautiful for 9th grade. I'm going to put her in level 7 because level 7 is, even though it says 7, it's comparable to 9th grade work. So unfortunately, the Good and the Beautiful, they don't have like a level 8 course. All they have is book studies for level 8. So I think I'm going to eventually incorporate the book study along with the level 7. But again, level 7 is 9th grade work. So the levels can be a little confusing. We also used the Good and the Beautiful math this past year. Actually, I only used it for my kindergartner, and oh my gosh, that curriculum is amazing with the math. It appeals to all senses and all types of learners. And my kindergartner, she grasped it like that. I mean, we finished the math curriculum in the year that we started it, which is good. I was wondering if that would happen because, you know, she's kindergarten, so she may or may not grasp something, and we may have to go back and review. But no, I don't see any gaps in any of her learning. She's doing really, really well. So I did order level 1 of the math, and I'm trying to get the math for the Good and the Beautiful for my now going to be 4th grader, but that's not going to be released until the future, I think until June. And then unfortunately, they don't have a math for high schoolers. So what I'm going to do for my high schooler for math, she's going to be going into Algebra 1, and she's actually going to be taking that class 4 days a week in one of our homeschool co-ops in the city that I live in. So that'll be nice. And of course, because of quarantine, it's not going to be in person. So it'll just be 4 days of straight online, but live online learning. So that'll be good. So, okay. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get to this unboxing. I'm not sure if it includes the math that I purchased, the math 1, but we'll see. It's pretty big and it's pretty heavy. I have 2 boxes. So let me go ahead and open the biggest one and see what's in it. Okay. So lots of bubble wrap. Lots of bubble wrap. So I'm glad I brought my scissors. Yeah, so this actually has the handwriting, because I am doing their handwriting levels with all 3 girls. It has a daily checklist. It has a level 7 course book, the level 3 course set, and it actually does have, oh, I'm so excited. It does have math, the math books, part 1 and part 2 for my kindergartner, my now 1st grader. The only thing I'm missing is their math box that is used with the curriculum. That's been out of stock for quite some time, so I'm still waiting on that. But we have until July, so I'm sure it'll come in by that time. So let me go ahead and open this. Let's see what this is. It's like Christmas. I love opening up new curriculum. I'm such a nerd. Let's see. I'm not kidding. There's a tremendous amount of bubble tape, which is nice. That's another thing that I like about the Good and the Beautiful, is they really wrap everything. So like if it's raining or snowing, which in California doesn't happen all that much, the books won't get messed up. So, ooh, let's see. I'm doing exactly what I didn't want you guys to see me doing when I was opening up the box, struggling. Okay, oh, great. So, oops, my microphone is in the bubble wrap. I apologize if that was noisy. So, okay, we have here the level 7 course book. Okay, and then it comes with the reader. We absolutely loved the readers for level 6 and level 2. They were great. They have really great stories. And then this here is a daily checklist, notes and instructions. So let's see. So the child should be in charge of marking off the checklist each day. So, oh, that's neat. Okay, so it tells you ladders of poetry and poetry memorization, sentence dictation, geography and grammar cards. So it's literally a checklist that they can go through every single day and check off what they did. And then I would go ahead and I would just go ahead and mark it and then of course correct it. But with my little one, of course, I'm going to sit there and teach her. Or my middle one. And, or no, maybe not. Actually, this is use for level 5 and 7. Okay, well, good. So then this will just be used for my oldest daughter. So she has accountability checklist. I like that. All right, so that's what that is. And then it comes with the course companion, like what we had last year, but this one's a little different. Last year, the course companion was kind of like just like a little pamphlet-y workbook looking thing. This time, it's really nice. It's spiral bound, hardcover, well, like thick cover, I should say. And the table of contents, so she's going to be reviewing states and capitals, so there's ladders for that. Poetry memorization, quick reference, course readings, editing, challenging word practice, sentence dictation, and answer keys. So she's going to be doing learning the states with the capitals. So cool. So these are ladders. So just like last year with the different, with our other part, with our level 6 curriculum and then level 2, they have levels. I hope you guys can see it. So they have levels that they have to master before going on to the next level. So this here, she will have to master all of these state capitals and all of the states. Once she memorizes that, she can go on to the next ladder. And this is something that I would do with her. And I would practice this with her for probably about 5 to 10 minutes, because that's what I did with the prior levels. And also we have geography cards that we use from last year. So we would still use that. So it'll teach her, like it teaches her world geography and state geography, which is really neat. And then it has poetry and memorization. Hopefully you guys can see that. So there's a whole bunch of poems that I would have her read over and memorize. And then I would have her recite, just like with everything else. The state ladder, capital ladders and stuff. Let's see. And then it has like sentence diagramming steps. One thing with the Good and the Beautiful, it seems like they're very big on sentence diagramming, which is good. My oldest daughter, it drives her nuts, but my middle daughter, the one that's going into 4th grade, she thrives on sentence diagramming. She loves it. So she gets excited when she does that. Let's see here. So there's quizzes in here, dictation exercises, challenging word practice. So lots of stuff. And then it has like editing symbols. So that's what's in the course companion. If you guys want me to go into a more detailed flip through, comment below and I will go ahead and do that. And if you just press like, that way I also know how many other subscribers want to see that as well. Okay, and then she has her handwriting level 7 that came with it. Let's see. So she already knows her cursive writing, because I'm big on cursive writing. I think it's very important for children to know, because otherwise how will they learn how to read historical documents? So this is kind of like a little chart so she can kind of remember what it looks like. And then it has handwriting practice, and then drawing, like sketching lightly, which is really neat. So it gets a little bit of art, but I actually did buy their art curriculum for all 3 of my daughters for this coming year. So ooh, it's going to be fun, going to be exciting. And then, so she's going to be practicing her handwriting. And again, it is a Christian curriculum. So some of the writing will be like writing Bible verses and such, but in cursive. Okay. And then also in print, but mainly cursive. It's all handwriting. And then in cursive, she'll copy the poem Open Range. So I'm not going to go into a detailed flip through unless you guys want me to, but I just wanted to give you like a sense of what is in this. And I'm so excited to do this with her this year. It's going to be so fun. So there's that and that. Okay, and then let's go back to the classics, the readers. This is optional. You don't have to purchase the readers, but I recommend it because it just gives them extra practice in reading, and plus it just gives them good, wholesome stories to read. So some of the stories in this one would be The Blind Brother, Mary Jones and Her Bible, Tony the Woodcarver, Rudy, short stories by Leo Tolstoy, so that's great. Moni the Goat Boy, Dick Whittington and His Cat. And then in that, let's see. And then in that course companion that we have, it's really nice because it looked like, when I was looking through, it had like quizzes, kind of like the book study in a way that they have for level 8. But, so that's what this is, just some classic literature. And then this here is the course book. It's definitely thinner from level 6, which is nice, I guess. But it's literature, grammar and usage, punctuation, art, geography, spelling, vocabulary, and writing. So it literally touches on everything. So if you don't feel like doing an entire like geography curriculum, this will help you out. It does give some geography. It's not in depth, but it does give you some geography. And then you also have in the course book, like the capitals and the states and all that good stuff. And then it does cover some art. Like last year for level 6, she did some amazing artwork with sketches, pastels, acrylics. I mean, just amazing, amazing art things that she did. So let's see here. Let me just do a quick little flip through so you can kind of see it. And it tells you like additional materials that will be needed for different things. A timer, because I guess their child's gonna time him or herself periodically throughout the course. A set of drawing pencils with an eraser. And it has, this year in this one, it has a suggestions from Amazon. So it kind of suggests like what affordable, good drawing utensils and sketchbooks. But we actually bought 4 of the sketchbooks last year, and we still have one of them left, so we don't have to worry about that. And then it has writing. It touches a little bit on writing, but I do supplement writing with another curriculum. But I think I was doing EIW last year. It was good. Wasn't too impressed, but I may try what it's called, BJU, Bob Jones University, for their writing program, but I'm still not sure yet, but I still have some time to think about it. And then it has like geography and grammar cards, so we already have those from when we purchased level 6, so we would just go over those again, and you would put the cards in 3 separate like little Ziploc bags for learning, mastered, and not learned. So that way you can mark or, see how they're doing. And then it has like right here, let me turn this around, but I have to block the password. It has the length of daily work and length of course, which is nice. And it had it last year as well. So this course is 140 lessons. And you would complete the one lesson for 4 days a week, and each lesson is about 90 minutes, which isn't too bad. But sometimes, depending on your student, they can get done a lot faster than 90 minutes. I know my kids usually do. So it has 10 minutes for sentence dictation. Never takes us that long. It usually takes us maybe 5, if that. 6 minutes for the ladders of poetry memorization. You can alternate the days on that. I mean, this is just like a suggested list of what you can do and time frames. You can tailor it to whatever you want. I know I do. Especially since I have the 3 kids at all different stages. And there's also some things that she's just really well versed in already, and she's like phenomenal at it, and we would just use some of this as like a quick review. So here it shows you grammar usage and punctuation, geography. Last year, a lot of the geography focused on Australia. This year, it looks like it's focusing on the geography of like Russia, Wales, and the United Kingdom, Pennsylvania, regions and subregions of the United States, and the United States. And I know last year there was like a story that we read about Catherine Kenny, and that went along with learning about Australia. And a lot of the stories in like the readers go along with that. So they also have a daily reading challenge. So they say that maybe you could read Heidi, Benjamin West and his cat, Grimmelkin. You read a biography book, find a historical fiction book to read, and you just check mark them off. But like I said, I think we're going to be doing the book study to go along with this, so we're not going to have to worry about that. And then in the course companion, you definitely want to have the course companion because it gives you the answers for all the work that they're going to be doing. So that is that. Let's see. Ouch. Let's see what is in this. Okay, this looks like it's math. So before I go into math, let me see what's in this box. It's really stuffed in here. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay. Now, get my scissors. Open this up. And then I'm going to be posting more unboxing videos as I get more curriculum in. So stay tuned for that as well. And if you like my content, definitely subscribe and click on the bell so that way you can get notifications every time I either go live or I post a video. And feel free to also share my information. You can also find me on Facebook by the same handle. Okay, great. So this is level 3. Okay, this is going to be for my 4th grader. So again, it says level 3, but like I said, it's comparable to level 4, or not level 4, excuse me, grade 4. Okay, so let's see here. We have it's a poetry collection for elementary age children, and it's called I Sat by the Sea. So it says here, the illustrated compilation of classic children's poems offer a powerful and fun way to broaden vocabulary, increase reading fluency, and instill beautiful language patterns in children's minds. So as the poems highlight the wonders and beauties of nature, family, God, and high character, children gain much more than just academic benefits. They also have their hearts and characters deepened and expanded. And that's what I love about this curriculum. It's awesome. It really is. So This is all poetry. Okay, and it has really beautiful illustrations. Well, that's not an illustration. There we go. Here's an illustration. So the illustrations are really nice. I really like it, and their books are really well made. So let's see. And then level 3 also has a personal reader, which I definitely recommend. Like I've already explained before. And this is what the cover looks like for level 3. Okay, and let's see here. So the table of contents for this one, so it's kind of like a little history at the same time. So like I said, this curriculum covers many different subjects all in one. So it has Native Americans, how they lived, Barry, a dog of the Alps, the cap that mother made, a bird with a basket, the good mother eider duck, Bobby of Cloverfield Farm, the green woodpecker, little Amish schoolhouse, and the rose child. So those are some of the short stories that we are going to be reading about. And we did their history course year 2, which is really cool. And this kind of like is actually going to reinforce what she learned about Native Americans, which is really nice. So, and it does have illustrations as well. And it's a big book. It's definitely bigger than the level 2 book that we purchased last year. This book is 319 pages. And then here is the course book for level 3. I'm not sure why there isn't an answer book for this. Maybe I didn't purchase it. I'll have to double check that. Interesting. Okay, well, anyway, so this is the level 3 course book. And the cool thing is their stuff, their curriculum is so affordable. And they even have like downloads. So say if I forgot to purchase it and I didn't want like their either their pamphlet style course book with the answers and stuff, then that's okay, because I can download it for like a lot less than having it bound, and I don't really need it bound. So again, this course book is going to cover literature, grammar and usage, punctuation, art, geography, spelling, vocabulary, and writing. And again, I am also going to supplement the writing a little bit. So same thing here. It tells you items to always have on hand, like a 3-ring binder to use as their books of stories and writing, which we did last year with level 2, and it was really fun. Scissors, tape, dry index markers, extra items that are needed, 20 pennies, celery sticks, grapes, raisins, strawberries, because sometimes they have you do fun stuff with food, like cooking and recipes and all that good stuff. So here is some of like the phonics, reading and spelling, grammar, usage, and punctuation that it's going to cover. If you guys can see that, I'm not sure. Let's see. And this actually looks a lot different. I know they totally revamped a lot of their curriculum this year. So it definitely looks a lot different than last year. And what's nice is it looks like they give you an overview of each lesson. And the so it tells you new homophones, flower, weight, waist. So here you go. Again, it's not going to be detailed flip through. If you want to see a detailed flip through, let me know. And look at the beautiful artwork. Like it has picture studies for them to do, which is really nice. And then it has them draw pictures, subject of a sentence. So it has a lot. Art, lines. It teaches lines in pictures and how to make lines. So, and it has unit review, which is what I use as like a test. I'm not big on testing, but I do use the reviews as a test or like a benchmark to see where they're at. And I wanted to show you a sample of the geography, but I can't find one, darn it. So yeah, I can't find it. So if you want, like I said, I can always do another flip through later, but in more detail. Oh, okay, so here's one. Geography, Alaska. So it tells about Alaska, and then there's challenge words, and they have to, sometimes it says to color a certain thing. So that is that. I'm gonna have to look to find out why I don't have a course, like the answers to it. So I'm gonna have to go back on there. So that is the English language arts portion. Okay, now I'm gonna open up, which looks like it's the math 1 for my youngest, who's now going into 1st grade. This will be math 1. I'm so excited. And like I said, their math curriculum is amazing. It really is. Right now we're using for my middle daughter, the one that's going into 4th grade, master books, which is pretty cool. I actually like it a lot, and I like how it's Charlotte Mason style, story based, but I feel it's lacking a little something, so I try to supplement when I can. That's why I really want to do the Good and the Beautiful math with her. And then my oldest daughter, she's doing Saxon math, because that's what the co-op that we use uses, is the Saxon math. So, oh, wait, hold on. We have the level 4 handwriting. Yay! For my 4th grader. I knew I was missing something. That's not what I was looking for. But this is the handwriting. So she will be now learning cursive. And I've been teaching her, piecemealing it to her little by little. But now she's going to have it every single day of cursive. And then it's cute because it has them, like, I guess, strengthen their motor skills for practicing cursive, because it has them like draw, like for Q, it has them draw a snail. So I can kind of see how they have Q and the snail together. And then it has her eventually writing a sentence. I love my family in cursive. And then she's going to be learning how to read in cursive, and then writing out an entire paragraph in cursive. So I am very excited about that. Put that with her stuff. And then, yay, my little one's book came in as well. Handwriting level 1. And this will go over form drawing, writing her first name, writing letters and numbers, tracing and writing words and sentences, and drawing. She already knows how to do all that, but I heard their writing program is really good, and you can always use practice. So introduction to handwriting, form drawing. So it has like pictures to trace, shapes to trace at first. And then it goes more onto like the overview of letters and punctuation. And again, this is the level 1. Let's see. And I want to get their typing program too. I heard their typing program is really good. And so it teaches her, because I've been actually teaching her how to do question marks and exclamation marks. So here it kind of reinforces the concept that I've already been trying to teach her. And it's teaching her how to make sentences, which is awesome. I mean, she's already in the process of doing that, but this is good. Like, she's supposed to copy a sentence on the line below. So serve with a smile, and she would write that below here. And then here it's trace the words my name is, and then she would trace that and write her name. And then she copies this sentence on this line here, God gave us the sun. So she would trace it and then write it on her own. And then there's some dot to dots in here, and she loves dot to dots, so that's perfect. So this is really nice. Again, you don't have to purchase the handwriting like this where it's bound and all that. You can print it out yourself. It's perfectly fine, and it's half the cost, but like I said, it's not very expensive. I think this book was $13, I think. Don't quote me on that. Actually, maybe I can tell you here. And I can't tell you here because the price isn't on it. But it's very nominal. I think it was like $12.99 or $13.99. But if you don't want this fancy stuff, then you can download, and that's what I did last year for some of her stuff. Like, I downloaded her language arts for kindergarten, and I printed it all out myself because I have the Eco Tank, so I can print like 6,000 pages, and it hardly makes a dent in the ink. So you can always do that. And I believe to print yourself, it's like $9, maybe $8. So it's very minimal. Okay, so that's the ELA for now, until I get the book studies. And then once I get that, if we choose to do the book studies, which I'm 98% sure we will be doing, I'll do another unboxing on that. So, okay, so now let's move on to unfortunately, the only math course with the good and the beautiful that I have, and that would be Math 1. So it's broken down into Math 1 and Math 2. So kind of like if you're going by semesters, Semester 1, Semester 2. Okay, so let's see. And their math is, like I said, it's phenomenal. The illustrations that are in the math are absolutely beautiful. So there's going to be, and I do have a calendar that goes with this somewhere. I purchased it. I'm not sure because that's the first, I got that separately without, all of this. I don't know why, but it just came separate, and I wish I had it, because if I had it, I could show you. Maybe I'll have to do a quick video on that later. But here's the table of contents on what the math ensues and entails. So section 1 is going to be like addition and subtraction, months of the year, equal, not equal, greater than, less than, counting down, one more, one less, the octagon, review time to the hour, fact families, subtraction, continued. So and it tells you like the course prerequisites, so what your child should know before starting level 1. Hopefully you guys can see that. So course objectives: number recognition 0 through 100, writing numerals 0 through 100, number sense and operations, associative property of addition, subtraction, mentally add and subtract 10 from any number up to 100. So it's kind of advanced, and I kind of like that. Algebra symbols, so use symbols for an unknown number, solve for an unknown in addition and subtraction, equations with 20. It goes over geography, parallel lines, comparing 2D and 3D shapes, and that's kind of what it did actually in the kindergarten. It's just going to obviously expand and go more in depth with this grade. And then measurement length, that's something new. We did not have that in the kindergarten one. And then time, measurement of time, which will be good. And then measurement of money. I've actually been teaching her money since preschool, so she actually is pretty good on the money part. So items included in the level 1 set. I didn't unfortunately get to have the whole set because, like I said, they're still out of stock for the math activity box. So, but I did get the planner. I got that separately. And then they have level 1 transition lessons. So say you didn't do the Good and the Beautiful math for kindergarten. You did master books. You did Saxon. You did whatever other curriculums that are out there. Well, they give you transition lessons, so that way you can kind of get your child up to date and used to doing math the Good and the Beautiful way. And what I like about it, it's traditional math, so it's not the confusing, convoluted Common Core math, which is really nice. So you get your daily dose, which is 10 minutes, and it direct instruction 15 minutes. Student worksheets, it should take about 5 to 10 minutes. Sometimes my little one just zips through them, so it may not even take a full 10 minutes. And then it tells you if you want to use flashcards, you can. That's optional. Now let me see if I can. So the daily dose is something that they do every day. It's like they have a planner, which is a calendar. And then they have a value chart that we've been doing since kindergarten, which is really nice. So here is this. This kind of tells you what it is. And then in this, the first lesson, it goes over the months of the year. So it's kind of review. And then I'm going to teach a poem about how many days are in each month. So 30 days, half September, 30 days, half September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, excepting February alone, to which we 28 assign to leap year gives us 29. So she'll be learning that little poem. And then here is another lesson, greater and equal to. So you see how nice the artwork is in this. And then let's see, student worksheet, make a face. So here they add, and then if it's odd or even, they do what they're supposed to do. So it kind of has like a little bit of art mixed in, which is really nice. So there's that. And then they have course 2, which is definitely different, more in depth. So in here, they'll be learning more measurements, numbers to 100, estimation, 13's fact families. And then a lot of times they have stories incorporated into their lessons to kind of bring the lesson to life. So kind of like Charlotte Mason style. And look at how nice that is. So this one has a little story and it has great illustration. So that is my picks for math for my first grader now. So that's what she's going to be doing once I find the calendar, and once I can finally get that darn math box for the Good and the Beautiful. I will do an unboxing for that so you can see what's included. And then I went over the ELA for my 2 older daughters. So I hope you found that worthwhile as well. So again, thank you so much for watching my vlog. It was fun. I always love to do this. If you have any questions, comments, definitely put them down below. If you want a more detailed flip through comment, let me know. And I will go ahead and do that. And I think some of my history curriculum is coming in. This year we're not doing the good and the beautiful. We're going to try something different, which is not grass history. So that will be on a different video. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow and upload it. So again, thank you so much for hanging out and listening to me and letting me share my curriculum with you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, smash that alarm button so that way you can go ahead and get notifications every time I go live or if I do a recording and post it. Let me know in the comments below as well what you think of this video, what you want to see, if anything, if there's anything you want me to touch on. Definitely feel free to leave comments below. And again, share my content. It helps tremendously. Alrighty, well, it was nice talking to you guys. Good night, and I will see you guys and talk to you guys soon.